So you're moving to Sonoma and you're curious about it. Well, this is Sonoma in Sonoma County on the easternmost side of Sonoma County, just about 40 minutes north of the Golden Gate Bridge. And I'm excited for you moving here. Maybe you're retiring or you're just bailing the big cities or you got a great new job. It'll be fun to talk to you and work with you and help you find a great new place to live. So in this video, I have created a big old list of things I think you might be curious about, and I'm going to cover as many as I can. So we're going to see 2 houses, a lot of neighborhoods. We'll do some driving around town, and I'll talk to you about everything from the conveniences to the things you just got to know, to recreation and theater and all the fun stuff too. So I'll try to cover as much as I can, and I won't forget the schools and all those details. So hang out and let's get to house number 1. We are traveling to 18112 California Court in the Sonoma Greens, and this is one of my favorite communities in Sonoma on the northern end of town. And it's a planned unit development, and they are single story. I don't think there's any 2 stories in here. And we're just gonna go kind of check out the cul-de-sac. And this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but there's 5 bedrooms, nice decks and patios. And as you could tell from the introduction, there's a pool, there's tennis courts right behind me, you see them there? And it's just a lovely community. The HOA is 667. The architecture's really cute, nice. All the streets are pretty private because it's kind of cul-de-sac world. So this sold for $755,000. It closed just a few months ago. I'm shooting this in October of 2023, and walking by right here to 18112 right behind me. This just closed. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but 5 rooms, and it's just lovely. They have fireplaces, big, huge open living rooms, and a really nice sized kitchen. It's really, really lovely. So 1-level homes. There's a few 2 levels, and there's even apartment communities and condos in this property. Anyway, it's really great. It's only about 15 minutes from town. This is an all-age community. I believe that some kids live here, but it's a lot of retirees and stuff that do live in this property. And we'll just take a tour. You can see the tennis courts right there. Lots of pickleball here. I've been here bunches of times. I've been in a lot of these units, and they're really attractive and lovely to live in. So about 1,500 square feet. There are some that are a little larger. So 18112 California Court here in October of 2023, sold for $755,000. And so that'll give you a little idea of the price range here in the Sonoma Greens here in Sonoma.
Okay, we're going to check out where California Court is and Franklin Place. This is easy. So up Arnold Drive, which is the main drag that parallels Highway 12, is a big development right there, Sonoma Greens. 1 second across from the Sonoma Golf Course. It has Adele Harrison Middle School, Flowery Elementary School, all right here. And you are close to great cafes, and going all down here is a great, the Sonoma Creek Inn. There's a nice place to eat there. You're close to a lot of neat stuff up on that end of town. Very woodsy, very pretty drive. And then you just come back down and go to Petaluma Avenue and you come to Franklin Place. If you saw the picture of Ledson Winery up on the screen, Ledson is a developer in town and he built all of these. And you'll see a similarity from these houses to the winery when you're down there. And this is super convenient too. It's 6 minutes from the plaza and I mean, everything else you could want. Bakeries and grocery stores and gosh, what's there? Staples is right there. So it's a super convenient area to live as well. And this is more like a country road coming into the city.
So the plaza's heating up here in October. There's a lot going on, and it is a grape crushing season, grape picking season, and it's starting to fill up here as the tourists come in. But I thought, what a great day. It's going to be 90 tomorrow. Here in October of 2023 to tell you about the shopping and the conveniences and things you might want to know if you end up living here. So right around the plaza, there are lots of great shops. There's Chico's, or Raldi's is the men's shoe store, and right around down that way is McCullough's. So if you need to pick up any kind of clothes, they have very, very, very nice clothes, but anything from underwear to socks to pajamas to a nice pair of slacks or something like that, you can pick up at McCullough's. Now, people ask me, so how far away is like Macy's and stuff like that? Okay, so now we're really digging in, right? So Macy's is north and south, so you have to go to Santa Rosa, which is 30 minutes away, and or to Corte Madera, which is south of here in Marin County. Those are each, I would say, 30 minutes from Sonoma. And the cool thing about Sonoma when you live here is that it seems like it's out in the country, which it is, but it's closer to San Francisco than any other city in the county. And it's really close to some great big outdoor shopping centers and just big malls. If that's a thing anymore, I'm not quite sure I should keep saying that on my videos, but if you want to know where the Targets and the Costco's and the Macy and maybe a JCPenney, Walmart, things like that, they're about 20 minutes away in Petaluma, Rohnert Park, and Santa Rosa. Or you can venture down to Marin County, which you'll wind through the beautiful valley going south or east to the racetrack out there, and then you'll head on into Corte Madera, which is, 15 minutes from San Francisco. So that's kind of the shopping and what's around here now. A gentleman texted me the other day, but he asked me, so what about DIY stores and things like that? And I said, well, there's the local Freeman Brothers. We don't have Home Depot here. Home Depot is a half an hour away, but Freeman Brothers is awesome, and it's even better than Home Depot. There's also True Value up the way, which is great. So it takes True Value, kind of caters to the older homes, of which there are a lot here in Sonoma, and the Freeman Brothers is right down the road here, and everybody goes to Freeman Brothers for everything. So between the two, you're going to be fine when you're living here. You'll have all the conveniences you need. There's CVS Pharmacy, there's a Whole Foods. But let's talk about the grocery store situation in this town. There's like 4 huge grocery stores in this wee little town. So there's Lucky's at the west end, northwest end, and then there's Safeway right around here, Whole Foods right there, my favorite, Sonoma Market, and that is on 5th and Napa, and it's really lovely. It's somewhat locally owned. It's not one of the big huge chains, but they own that store. They own the store in Glen Ellen, if you've ever gone around the curve in Glen Ellen, that store, and then one in Santa Rosa. So they're like that small, upscale, cozy grocery store that we all love. So it's really great, Sonoma Market. And I said CVS Pharmacy, and there's a new pharmacy down the way. I don't know the Adobe Pharmacy, that's it. And it's in a tiny little building down there. So there's 2 pharmacies in town, and you're kind of set to go. Speaking of pharmacies, I'll go on to other things. The hospital, right down here, great hospital. Lots of specialists in this town, and Marin Health is the main health provider in the valley. But there are a lot of other doctors and a lot of specialists. People come and practice here in Sonoma and also in San Francisco. So unfortunately, if you do have to travel to a specialist, it can be Santa Rosa if you're going to live here, which is a half an hour away, or sometimes with Marin Health, depending, it's about a 20-minute drive to Novato to one of their medical offices there. So Marin Health is the primary healthcare provider here. There is no Kaiser coverage in Sonoma. Hey there, so we're visiting a Letson-built neighborhood here, kind of smack dab in the middle of Sonoma. There's about 25 homes here. Have you ever heard of Letson Winery? He's quite the developer here in Sonoma. It's a great neighborhood. It's kind of two cul-de-sacs with an entryway into it. And the houses are on a quarter-acre lots, generally speaking. And this is 3-bedroom, 3-bath, but there's 9 rooms in the house. So I'll walk by it in a second. I wanted you to see the whole cul-de-sac. So I'll just kind of move the camera away from me. And beautifully landscaped, been here a while. I think it's 1984. Super nice houses. And we'll go by 19490 Franklin Place here in Sonoma, right here on the market right now. 2,600, just under 2,600 square feet for $1,395,000 in a lovely neighborhood. You're close to all your shopping, close to the schools, and you're equidistant between major shopping, grocery shopping, and other convenience stores. So it's kind of neat, but it's just lovely. It has a little park in the middle of it right here, which I'll walk up to. A nice little resting area or park. I hope you can see, it's kind of dark in here. Anyway, redwood trees, and it's just a lovely community. So 2,500 square feet, $1,395,000 here in Sonoma. All right, so getting to the airports. So what I've discovered since I live here now is I take Uber to Petaluma. At the Petaluma Fairgrounds is the transfer where you can go to Oakland Airport or SFO. And you can take the coach there with Sonoma Airport or Express. And it's fantastic, clean, lovely. You can leave your car there in Petaluma for as long as you need to, or the Uber cost me $26 to get to Petaluma, and it was fantastic. So I've just found that works because I want my car in my garage if I'm gone even for 2 days, but not to mention maybe a month or two if you're doing some long-term traveling. So it's pretty convenient. It kind of reminds me of the days when Super Shuttle and everybody used to pick you up at your front door. You can just call up Uber and they take you to Petaluma, and ba-boom, you're on that coach, and of course you're dropped off right at your terminal. So it's great. You can read a book, watch your iPad, do whatever, right? So it's pretty super. The local airport is the Charles Schulz Airport. Charles Schulz drew Peanuts, of course, and Snoopy fame. You have to go to that museum if you live here. Take a day with grandchildren or something and go to the Charles Schulz Museum. You'll love it. Take the grandchildren to the ice rink. It's like a whole cool thing. And there's real hockey there going on all the time, just like in Minnesota. But anyway, go to the Charles Schulz Museum. The ice rink is right on the same piece of land. And it's a whole lot of fun. It's very interesting, and it's just a great place. It's Snoopy's home, right? So the airport, that's the local airport, is the Santa Rosa Airport, but it's the Charles Schulz Airport. And that's, if you took an Uber, probably cost you the $20, $30, because it's farther than Petaluma to get to Santa Rosa. But you can also catch the airporter going north from Petaluma to the Santa Rosa Airport. So it kind of depends on how many transfers you want to make, but you can get there. And the Santa Rosa Airport is fantastic. It really expanded this year. There's a lot more flights from everywhere. So traveling and living here, I think you're going to enjoy it. Nothing's like right at your fingertips, but nothing is like ridiculously far away. You're going to love it. The airports are quite convenient. You didn't by any chance pick up your buyer's guide or your relocation guide, did you? They're right below every single video. This is Anita wrapping it up. I hope you enjoyed it. The next video is coming up right there, and I hope to see you on my channel. Hit that subscribe button. Bye.